Course 2, Chapter 2, Lesson 2, Part 2. So 2, 2, 2. Solve two-step equations. Okay. We're on page 123 on example 2. All right. So before we solved two-step equations that had multiplication and addition. Now we're going to solve equations that have a fractional coefficient in it. Okay? So we're going to still solve in the same way. So the first thing to do is addition or subtraction, because remember, you're doing PEMDAS basically backwards. You're going backwards to solve. Okay? So we have subtraction, and we know we fight subtraction with addition. So we add 3, and what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. Okay, so add 3, which leaves you with 1/4 n. And if you add 25 plus 3, that's 28. Okay, so that's the first step. Now the second step is to get rid of the fraction. And if you remember, we get rid of fractions by using their multiplicative inverse, or the upside down fraction. Okay, so 4/1 is the upside down fraction, or the inverse of 1/4. So we cross that out because 4 times 1 is 4, and 1 times 4 is 4, so 4 divided by 4 is 1. Okay, so we just are left with n, and then what we do to one side, we have to do to the other. So 28 times 4 is 112. So the solution is 112. And you can always solve it. This is really the most important part, is by plugging it back in. So 25 equals 1/4 of 112 times 112 minus 3. So you can just do 112. It's 1/4 of it. So divide by 4. Going 2 times. It's 8. You get 3. 2. Okay, that's 8. So then you have 128 minus 3 should be 25. And you're sure enough, 28 minus 3 is 25. So we've checked it. We know it's correct. So let's think about it. First thing we have to do, we have addition, so we fight it with subtraction. And if what you do to one side, you have to do to another. Now pay attention. Okay, this is a -1. So if this is sea level, right, it's 0, you're already down 1. You're at -1. Okay, now you're subtracting 9. Okay, you're getting rid of 9 more, so you're going down more. Okay, you're swimming even further down. So you're already down 1, now you're going down 9 more, so now you're down 10. So this is -10. Okay, equals, and now we have only left on this side 1/2 a multiplied by the upside down fraction, or the inverse. So it leaves you just a. And what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So you have -20 here. And of course, we can always check it, right? You can always check it by plugging it back in. So it'd be 1/2 of 20, which we know is 10, plus 9. Is 19, which is not -1. Uh-oh. See? 1/2 of 20. That's what we said the answer was. Oh! -20. That's the problem. We skipped the negative. I knew something went wrong, and that's good. We have to check. So 1/2 of -20 is -10 plus 9 is -1. Okay, good. Whew. -1. So we've checked it. Good. I always check. It's an extra step, yes, and it makes more work, yes, but I want to get the right answer. What's the point if you don't get the right answer? So add 5. What you do to one side, you do to the other. Okay, now we have 2/5 r. Okay. So upside down fraction. Cancel. Now we have 6 times 5. We have r equals 30. I'm going to plug it back in. Yes, it's an extra step, but to me it's worth it. 2/5 of 30 minus 5. Okay, well, that means times 2 divided by 5. So 60, 2 times 30 is 60. 60 divided by 5 is 12. So now we have 12 minus 5, which is 7. And sure enough, 7. So we've done it right. R equals 30. We've checked them both. It's really important to check. Okay, so let's see. 6 minus 3x. Okay, so here we still want to get the x by itself. So we have a positive x, so we get rid of it by subtracting 6 on both sides. So 21 minus 6 is 15. And now we have negative 3x. Okay, so remember, you fight multiplication with division. So negative 3 divided by negative 3 leaves you with x. And 15 divided by negative 3 equals negative 5. And check, right? Plug it in. 3 times 15, 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. 6 minus negative 15 turns to positive. So 6 plus 15 is 21. 21, excellent. So they've checked. Okay, so try these ones on your own. Remember, get rid of the addition or subtraction first, and then deal with the multiplication or division. It's like reverse PEMDAS. In here, Chicago's lowest recorded temperature in degrees Fahrenheit is negative 27. Solve the equation. Negative 27 equals 1.8 C plus 32 to convert to degrees Celsius. So it's in Fahrenheit, we want to do Celsius. And they've given us the equation. So negative 27 equals 1.8 C plus 32. Okay, so get rid of the 32 first because it's addition. So minus 32 minus 32, get negative 59. Okay, now you have 1.8 C, so you fight multiplication with division. Negative 59 divided by 1.8 is negative 32.8 Celsius. So Chicago's lowest recorded temperature is about negative 32.8 degrees Celsius. We need a little drawing for today. I have a cute little mermaid to draw. Got sort of like flippy hair. And of course, the tail. It's the important part, right? The tail. Some little scales. Some hands. Oh, hands are so hard. Okay, see you in class.